Hi Gemini, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading for April. I hope that everybody is doing really well. I am going to take a second to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every Gemini out there. Guys, if you find yourself in that situation, just go ahead and check your other signs and placements, see if those readings may resonate better. It's always a good idea anyway. Keep in mind that the energies can reverse or flip-flop in a general reading. And as always, Gemini, please don't try to force yourself into a reading that is not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Gemini? Gemini. All right, so you are starting out with the Ace of Swords reversed. You have the Page of Wands, and coming out together is the Hierophant reversed along with the Strength card in reverse. All right, so I feel like you guys are waiting for some sort of good news or communication possibly. You may not be speaking with somebody. There could be somebody that things have ended with and there's been a lack of communication. You may not know if this other person wants to communicate with you or not. So I'm seeing a lack of clarity, a lack of communication, a hope for communication, and I'm seeing an ending here too, and you know, a need to work on what caused that ending. There's fear related somehow to that ending. So let's see who's in your energy, Gemini. I do see some good news coming your way. Show me who is in Gemini's energy. All right, so we have the Five of Wands reversed. We have the Moon, sign of Cancer. Could be dealing with a Cancer. And we have the Five of Pentacles reversed. All right, so the person that's in your energy actually wants to resolve conflicts that may be between the two of you. I do feel like they're keeping this to themselves. They're being very quiet, very secretive. So you don't really know what's going on with this person. They don't really know what's going on with you. But this person wants a reconciliation. They want to resolve the conflicts. They want to come back together. I just feel like they're not really revealing this to anybody. They're kind of keeping that to themselves. Let's see the energy between the two of you. Now, you may be reaching out to this person. If you are, I feel like you're kind of fearful of doing so. Show me the energy between the two of Show me the energy between these two. The Chariot reversed. Yeah, it's a lot of stuck energy. Nothing has been moving forward here. There's a lack of communication. But there's no, in the 3D, there's no active, nothing's happening. It's very stuck, stagnant energy. What is affecting this connection? Very strong Cancer sign energy here, by the way, because that's Cancer as well. Eight of Cups. So what's affecting the connection is somebody walked away from the connection. Yeah. Now, it could be that one of you has something else that you have to walk away from as well. We'll clarify that. Let's look at your outcome at the end of the week. The Death card. Okay. So it could be a transformation happening. We'll clarify that too, because I'm a little confused. All right. Bottom of the deck is the Queen of Wands. You could be dealing with a fire sign, which is Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. But as an underlying energy, this is the energy of somebody who is very attractive. People tend to lean in towards that person. They tend to, you know, listen to what that person is saying. It could be a leader. But so either this is how you're showing up or it's how you view your other person. It is also a sign of action that's being taken. So let's clarify. Spirit, why is the Ace of Swords reversed? Yeah, Page of Cups, Two of Cups. You love this person. I see you reaching out to this person. You haven't talked to them in a while, but I see you actually reaching out to them. I feel like you've been hoping that they would reach out to you. However, I feel that, you know, that stagnant energy has you both stuck. So I see you reaching out to this person. It'll be small, just to test the waters. All right, the Magician, the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. So be careful that what you're manifesting here is not all passion and no stability. Because I am seeing, or them for that matter, I am seeing that, you know, you're reaching out to this person, but it's in a very flirtatious manner. And, you know, you have to make sure that you're not reaching out in a way that you're manifesting only a passion without the stability of a real connection, because I feel like this person is not going to have that. I do see that if you have been with this person physically, you're missing that physical comfort that this person provides. And I do feel like there's a very passionate connection that's here. So it also has to come along with the stability, though. Now, some of you are also working on your money. You may have had a financial loss. If so, you're going to receive good news about that. But I am seeing you're trying to bring this person back in. Let's look at the bottom. You have genuine feelings for this person, though. Yeah, Ten of Swords. Yeah, you're having a hard time getting past. You feel betrayed. There's the Chariot in reverse again. So strong, stuck energy. And the Four of Wands. So this ending, this is why everything is so stagnant. You felt betrayed by this person. And you have a fear that they could possibly do that again. So you might be pulling back from commitment, which is why we're seeing this Ace of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, you may be pulling back, but I have to tell you, Gemini, if that's the case, it's just keeping that stagnant, stuck energy. There's a need here for you to, you know, work on yourself in order to overcome these feelings of pain and frustration and betrayal. There's a need for you to put the work into that. Now, I am seeing here that you're hoping for a reason to celebrate. You're hoping to come together with this person, to come back into union with this person. But it seems like it's stuck. It's not happening. Let's look at their energy. I do definitely feel that you are healing, and I do feel that there's been a period of time that you haven't spoken with this person. Let's look at their energy. Why is the Five of Wands reversed? All right, we have the Eight of Coins and the Five of Pentacles reversed. Okay. Seven of Wands reversed. And the Hangman in reverse. So this person is looking at this connection differently than they did in the past. They're willing to put the work into a reconciliation. I feel like their guard is coming down. They don't want to be in conflict with you at all. I do feel like they have spent a lot of their time pouring their energy into work, considering this connection. I do feel that they're also tired of waiting. They've been waiting for this connection to come back together, and I do feel like they're tired of waiting. They definitely don't want to have any conflict or argument with you, and I feel like they're willing to put the work into a reconciliation. Let's see why the Moon is here. All right, we have the Seven of Pentacles and the Fool in reverse. So they're concealing the fact that they're afraid to invest in this connection right now. I feel like they're keeping their emotions to themselves. They're, you know, they have fears revolving around, you know, a period of time where things didn't move forward. They may feel that you kept them waiting. And that's causing a fear. They want this to move forward. They want the reconciliation. They want a clean slate and a new beginning, but they also have fear revolving around that. I do feel that they're willing to put in the work, and I do feel that they're being very patient in the situation. So let's see. Okay. The Star card and the World. So there's a cycle here that's ending for this person, and it's this cycle that's taking place between the two of you, or at least they're hoping to end that cycle. This person has really put in the work to find their balance back, and they're not going back on that, not even for this reconciliation. They really do want this reconciliation. They want to put an end to the conflicts, but they're not going to jeopardize their own peace, and they're not going to jeopardize their own balance in order to do that. So they are looking towards, you know, a reconciliation. They're hopeful, but you're going to have to approach them correctly. Let's see why the Chariot is in reverse here, because it's in your energy as well. Okay, because there's been deception. Now that could be self-deception. You might be trying to convince yourself that you don't have feelings for this person. But the indication here, Gemini, is that if you're trying to convince yourself you don't have feelings for this person, you're lying to yourself. Because it's showing me, you know, there's been a lack of clarity about your feelings, but there's deception here that has caused this to slow down. And that deception has to do with your emotions and feelings. I'm also seeing that this person may have blocked you. Yeah, I feel like this, when things came to an end between the two of you, this person blocked you, and that's why there's been a lack of communication here, but it's also slowing things down. I feel like this person is lowering their guard now, and it's because they are wanting to work things out. Let's see why the Eight of Cups is here. You may feel that this person blocked you because they're doing things that they don't want you to know. I'm telling you it's not. I'm telling you it's because, and they are kind of keeping to themselves, but it's because they have fears of where this would go between the two of you. You know, if they've been hurt once, they don't want to be hurt again. Now, what's affecting this connection is that someone walked away from the connection. It could have been one of you or both of you for that matter, but someone walked away from the connection. And I do feel like this person has been patiently waiting for you to bring them some sort of communication or some sort of small offer to extend yourself, to put in the effort. They fear that this connection's never going to come together. There's never going to be a new beginning. And I do think that at times this bothers them. It puts them in a worried or depressed mood. So this person has been hoping and waiting to see, are you going to put in the effort for this connection? In your energy, what I'm seeing is that you are definitely coming forward. I feel like you are bringing love forward, but you're bringing a heck of a lot of passion as well. I do feel like it's going to start out through some very small communication, probably something very flirtatious, but it is going to grow, and I do see you coming forward, offering this person emotions and love. Let's see your outcome. Just be careful that you're not offering, you know, feelings and passion, but no stability, because I am seeing a little bit of a fear of commitment here. Show me why the Death card is here. Show me why the Death card is here. Thank you. All right, we have the Two of Coins, the Death card again, and the Four of Cups reversed. All right, so there's something else that's ending here for this to transform. Interesting. For some of you Geminis, you could be married. You could be married, and you know that you have to end that in order to come forward. And you might be going back, and for some of you, that's where the deceit is. That's what's keeping you stuck. Because you realize it's going to be a very painful ending, and you're fearful of doing that. You feel that you've betrayed this person, and you know that you want to end that connection, but you you're having a hard time doing that because of fear. Now, I do see for a lot of you, there is something here that has to end, and there's a decision that needs to be made about whether or not to end something that is a committed connection in some form. But that is exactly the deception that is keeping some of you stuck. For others of you, I am seeing that there is some other sort of ending, and it could have to do with a job, or it could have to do with some institution of learning or work. So that could be like a third party in some manner. But I am seeing that on your side, Gemini, there's something here that has to end in order for this union to take place. And you're weighing up the pros and cons about creating that ending. Now, in their energy, this person feels like this could be a misconnection. They are weighing up the pros and cons if they should continue to entertain these ideas of a reconciliation, or if they should just end this and move on. They are very concerned about whether or not their balance is going to be disrupted. You do have their attention, so I'm hearing like this is the final countdown here. So I don't know where that came from, but I am hearing that. I feel like this person is hopeful for reconciliation. They can put this separation to bed, and you guys can have this reconciliation. But I also have to say that they really don't trust it. So they're hoping that there's a transformation. That transformation is going to be contingent upon you ending something, whatever it is. There's something that has to end, and you're fearful of doing that in order for this connection to transform. The other option and alternative, because you see somebody weighing up the pros and cons here, the other alternative to that is to end this connection, which this person is prepared to do, and move forward. So, yeah, this is a tough one, but whatever is going on here, I do see, Gemini, that you're going to come forward and you're going to offer love to this person, but there's some unfinished business that needs to be handled as well. Bottom of the deck is the Nine of Swords, so that tells me that you're really stressed out about taking action, about, approaching this person, coming forward. There's a lot of stress here. You feel this this draw to this person, but at the same time, you're very, very worried about how to handle this. I also feel like you are much like you're more worried, more concerned. It kind of weighs on you more at night. All right, so let's look and see if we have any messages that come out. I am pulling for the sign of Gemini. Pulling for the sign of Gemini. Okay, let's try again. There we go. All right, let's see what we got. We actually got more than I thought we would, because it just took a minute for them to warm up. So let's see what we've got. All right, it says commitment. Yeah, I told you that's what's on the table here. Learning to forgive. Underlying motives. Make sure there's no underlying motives, okay? And then we also have, I need to reach out. See, that's your energy there. You know that you need to reach out to this person. And then we have, we outgrew each other. So this person is trying to make a decision here, Gemini, about whether or not they can forgive, or whether or not this is just a situation that they've outgrown. I can tell you that commitment is at the core of this. Be sure you don't have underlying, motives. But yeah, you do need to reach out, Gemini. And I would suggest you do. But that is always your decision. Remember, the energies can be reversed. So just take it as it resonates for you. All right. I hope this has been helpful. If you have resonated with this, please hit that like button and be sure to subscribe. And until I see you in the next reading, namaste.